For more, we turn to Lisa Miller, Senior Vice President at Rokk Solutions and longtime Republican strategist. Lisa, never a dull moment. What do you make of these moves, especially the timing of them only 101 days into Trump's second presidency?
Well, Tara, I don't think it's terribly surprising that this move is made. What I think is interesting here, Signalgate certainly was the catalyst for this change, no question about it, regardless of what the White House is saying. But I think the other thing that we need to take a close look at is this now puts Mike Waltz in front of the U.S. Senate to answer questions before he's confirmed to this post that he's been nominated to. And that, I think, is what's going to be especially interesting to watch. Certainly, Democrats are going to have a lot of questions about what happened there when he put Jeffrey Goldberg from The Atlantic on that text stream or that signal stream. But what's also interesting is how Republicans in the Senate are going to respond to that as well. And so that, more than anything else, this change is not a surprise, I think, to anyone in Washington, D.C. What will be a surprise is how people will react when he goes before the Senate for this new nomination. And that, I think, is what will capture headlines.
Which I was just going to ask you how surprised you were going to be by that. So let's move on to this. For now, Secretary of State Marco Rubio will serve as National Security Advisor. I want you to listen to how Rubio's spokeswoman, Tammy Bruce, found out the news.
In addition to that, he says that in the interim, Secretary of State Marco Rubio will serve as National Security Advisor while continuing his strong leadership at the State Department. Do you know how long he's going to be serving in both roles?
It is clear that I just heard this from you.
All right, so what does that say to you about the decision?
Well, I think, number one, it's a great vote of confidence for the Secretary of State that the president believes that he's doing a good job and he's going to serve well in this additional role. I think the Secretary of State has been empowered with more and more responsibilities because he is a tremendously capable former U.S. Senator, former leader in Florida to take on this position. But they're moving very fast. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this seems to be sort of the standard bearer for the way the Trump administration moves, is that they move quickly and sometimes they forget to let the spokespeople know what's happening before it happens.
Exactly. So Secretary Rubio is also the acting administrator for U.S. aid and acting archivist of the U.S. So now he will be acting national security advisor, as we've said. So how unusual is this for a cabinet member to wear so many hats?
Well, it's not tremendously unusual in the first 100 days for more than one job to be served by someone that's already been confirmed by the Senate. But certainly, this is not sustainable. These are tremendously important jobs that have got to be served well by individual heads. So it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds for the president. I suspect that the administration is already looking at a new candidate to step into the National Security Advisor role, and that a new announcement will be made within the next several days. But for now, if nothing else, it's a signal to the country and a signal to the globe that the administration hasn't lost sight of the importance of that role, and that they've put the guy that they believe is the best man for the job in that position for the interim.
Interesting indeed. Lisa Miller, thank you.
Thank you.